Welcome to Fluency Girls. I'm Mandeep. I'm going to read an article today from the Hindu. It is from the editorial column. Now, as I read this article, I encourage you to shadow practice. So, practice reading it along and focus on the pronunciation as well. So, as I go along in the article, I'll concentrate, I'll focus, pay special attention on the difficult words as I find, and I'll explain you the usage and the meaning of those words. And I hope that it will help you in improving your pronunciation, in gaining some opinion about the topic that we are going to discuss, and as well as improve your vocabulary there. So let's dive in. This is from the editorial column, and the article headline is Watering Down on Water Quality at Prayagraj. Let's first understand the headline. So when something starts deteriorating, it starts becoming weaker, less effective, and loses its quality, we can use the phrase to say that it is watering down. Let me give you a sentence using this phrase. These points in your speech are sounding too controversial. Do you mind watering it down a bit? That suggests here that you need to make it less impactful. You need to make it a bit weaker with the controversial remarks here. The school watered down the rules to make it less strict for the children. So here watering down the rules means they are becoming less effective and less stricter. Now let's look further into the article. Official estimates suggest that around 45 crore visitors, nearly a third of India's population, have already been to Prayagraj for the Maha Kumbh Mela, which began in mid-January. With such a massive influx, even a small percentage of individuals who carry microbes could trigger extensive chains of disease transmission. Now here I have highlighted the phrase massive influx. Now let's break it down. Massive means huge, in large quantities here. Influx, arrival. So when you influx means when you inject something. Here it is the arrival of the pilgrims. So this arrival of pilgrims in huge quantities, even a small percentage of individuals who carry microbes could trigger extensive chains of disease transmission. That means disease transmission. Transmission means passing it on. So transmission here means passing on. So even if a small percentage of individuals have some disease, it can pass on very quickly with such a large number of pilgrims. The Ganga at Prayagraj, where devotees not only have ritual baths but also drink the water, inevitably becomes a complex receptacle of microbiomes. Here, let's break this down. The Ganga at Prayagraj, where devotees are the people who worship. So here, the devotees of the god, not only have ritual baths. Ritual is something that you follow customary to some religion here. So ritual, customary bath, the baths that they take in Ganga. So the devotees, they not only take the bath, but they also drink the water. So inevitably something that cannot be avoided. Inevitably, this Ganga water, it becomes a complex receptacle, the surface, something that provides. So the surface that provides, so the host of microbiomes, we can say here. So a lot of microbiomes are being hosted by this water. The Central Pollution Control Board, which is responsible for monitoring and controlling air, water, and land pollution, has been assessing water quality at Prayagraj since the festival began. So assessing here means measuring, trying to judge. So assess here, assessing is a verb form which you can use to convey that something is being judged, something is being monitored, and something is being measured. It's reports which are publicly accessible. Here, see the difference. There is a difference in assess and access. Accessible means something that can be judged, that can be monitored. Accessible, something that is within reach. So these reports are available. They are within the reach of the public. Publicly accessible means they are available to public. Present a mixed picture. Mixed picture means something that is giving mixed signs. So it is neither good nor bad. Mixed picture. On January 14, which was Makar Sankranti, one of the most auspicious bathing days. Auspicious means something that is very positive, that brings a lot of fortune, and it is believed to bring some positive, some good. So according to the religion here, auspicious bathing days, these days, Makar Sankranti days, these are considered very auspicious. Some days, so these days are considered very auspicious as they are considered to bring a lot of good fortune. Fecal coliform levels, a key indicator of contamination from human and animal waste, were at a high. So, a key indicator of contamination. Contamination means something that is not pure. So, impurities. When something becomes dirty, we call it as. So, when something becomes dirty, infected, we say that it has become contaminated. Nearly 11,000 units at the Sangam Ghat, which is more than 4 times the permissible limit of 2,500 units. At the old Nani Bridge Ghat along the Yamuna, the count was even higher at 33,000 units. However, on other days, these numbers dropped to as low as 280 units. Similar fluctuations were observed. Fluctuations means when something is not stable. It is something sometimes going high, sometimes going low. So there are fluctuations in, let's say, temperature, the fluctuations in the temperature, the fluctuations in the electricity, the fluctuations in the mood. So we can use fluctuation to indicate something that is not stable. Sometimes it is the levels are high, sometimes the level of it are low. So similar fluctuations were observed for other parameters of water quality such as biochemical oxygen demand and dissolved oxygen. However, the report also noted a reduction in organic pollution due to freshwater intrusion upstream. Here intrusion means something that enters. So that's why we call them intruders, the people who enter without permission. Here it is an intrusion of fresh water. So the fresh water that is added upstream. Well, it was quite an interesting learning for me today. I gained some opinion on this topic and I also learned a few words there with you. I hope that you like this lesson. If you like it, then please hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Keep following for more such videos. Thank you so much.